and knew the grace. They go the time that Lord giving you a time to get your shit together, and knew the grace of Yahweh in truth. So we had to get ourselves together and get out there in the highway so we can get the the elect in on course. Cause that was our job. Our apostle job was get us on course. If we doing this now, prior to what we were doing before, the Lord had mercy on us, man. Despite all the shit that you're gonna go through, man. Hey, man, it's necessary to go through what you got to go through, man. It's gonna make you a king. It's gonna make you a king and a priest. All right. So that verse stuck out. I'm gonna go see what else I can get here. All right. Like I said, it's gonna be. We like. It's this tree is in front of my house. It look like an old tree. Now you can't even cut that type of tree down. That's how close it is to the apartment. Like who gonna like if they do, they gotta really chop it down. But they don't. The guy out there, the guy want to chop that tree down. Now that tree, if something come blowing past it, that tree is rooted. It's a thick bark. That's what it's called. It's a thick bark that dug into the ground. You can see the roots in that tree all the way in there. It would have to take some ultimate flood, like the Noah's Ark flood, to get that out, or maybe a serious heavy flood to drown all the ground, the the dirt up out of it and get that out. But we're grounded in this. Galatians chapter 1 verse 23. If ye continue in the faith, grounded and settled, man, all right, and not be moved away from the hope of the gospel. See, this gospel has been it's global. It wasn't Great Millstone. I mean, Great Millstone is the men speaking, right? But it's the gospel that went global. It's the gospel that's global. All right, there's like Apostle Tahar and Apostle Kabar always say they don't have to go. They have to pack their bags and go to France and Canada. The YouTube did the lifting. That's how it went global. The internet and satellites and all that. The words, hey, Esau thought they was putting that up for themselves, but he was doing that for the Lord to get his ministry up. Wasn't for you. Colossians chapter 1 verse 23. If you continue in the faith grounded and settled, and be not moved away from the hope of the gospel which ye have heard. That's a key word, heard. All right, and which was preached to every creature, even if every creature heard this, all right, which is under heaven, whereof I Paul am made a minister, which us men are made ministers. From our apostles up down, we are made ministers to do this. And it's glorious, man. This is just the spirit, man. This alright. Just rolling in the spirit. Alright. So oh wow. I'll tell you, bro. Just yawning. Every time I start doing the video, I start yawning. So there is the ministers has done their job. Starting with Great Millstone. Other men, other camps, they out there. But like Sanada said, Great Millstone is the number one guy. You ain't the number one. You ain't the only one that ever said that, Sanada. The guy, he said we went global. Not only in America, other countries. Other countries, man. Slovakia. Salakia. Because, alright, here go a verse right here. Revelation chapter 14, verse 6. And I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven. This is how we get out. This is how the apostles get the truth from the angels. This is how the apostles of Great Millstone is so accurate. Because the angel, Yahweh Shem Shah sent the angels to give them the messages in the spirit. Alright. Having the everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, to every nation and kindred and tongue and people. Okay? We know that when we go into the word kindred, it means fule. Alright? When we go into the word nation in this one, which means ethnos, right? A tribe, a nation, people, group in the Old Testament, foreign nation, right? Not worshiping the true power, pagans, because they gotta learn too. But ultimately, it was given to the 144,000 men. Okay. Because we the ones that's teaching them. Even though the Lord gave visions to other nations, which makes logical sense. But ultimately, the gospel is being preached, being prophesied by the prophet, the man of the Lord. So that's a little quick one right there. I want to go back to when I started this at, because Yahweh Shah said this, and I was like, okay. It just jumped in my head, and I was like, boom. And I wanted to do this because it's happening, man. And like I said, just when the gospel is preached, that means the end. What the verse going to tell you? Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. And this, let me see something for a second. All right, let's go over verse. Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So you have to stick to the end. Regardless of what's going to happen, because you know what, man? I'm so tired of this place, man. I'm so tired, you know, and ain't nobody going to listen until all hell breaks loose. And I brought this out of the Lord's preserve, going to preserve me, because I don't know nothing else. Because I can't do this without the Lord. I can't do this without Yahweh Shem Shah. All right. Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world. Here's a clue, right? For a witness unto all nations. And then shall the end come. So the end is almost happening. Everything is about to happen, right? This is everything. The gospel is global right now. It's for a couple of few things that gotta happen. It's going to clarify that boom, it's over. And we know that the Florence Nightingale is to introduce in Bismarck. And after everybody introduce Bismarck and get, whatever happens, the dollar collapse, and Bismarck be all over the place, right? And people, whatever is happening, then World War III. I heard something I was listening to a video the other day, maybe last night, that the 5G, and Russia is not dealing with the 5G. He ain't put it around his people. So that's why it's not really casualties up there. But they did it with their military, whatever. They all hoops. They all getting paid by the same people. But somebody's going to turn against somebody. And it ain't going to be pretty. So this is the gospel, man. This is the good news, man. This is what's happening. The gospel has been preached globally. I'd like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Shemel Shah, Bashim Kapadash, the Wadi Yahweh Shemel Shah, forgive us the apostles and the elders of great millstone. Shalom to the Akim. Shalom.